Hi guys. So it's the evening now. As you can see, it's even dark in here. I'm using a lantern to have light in the tent. Okay, it's in the evening. So I took a nap and I woke up, and what came to me and my spirit and my ancestors is that I need to do a heart purge, right? So when it comes to magic, when it comes to rituals, it's not only about I want, or who's bewitching me, I'm breaking curses, generational curses, whatever, right? Sometimes it's about the things that you hold in your heart, right? So when I woke up, what came to me is that, also it's winter, right? So winter really is preferred to not really be focusing on manifestations. It's really more about focusing on within, right? What's happening within. And even today, it's a new moon, meaning it's like dark, right? And yeah, I chose to come here purposefully to align with the moon timing as well, right? So it's a new moon. New moon is not necessarily about manifestation, it's about closings, right? Closing stuff. In fact, it's like a subliminal space. You close and you start, right? So tomorrow it's not gonna be the new moon anymore. It's going to be a it's what do they call it? It's waxing. It's waxing, yeah. So we come from the waning moon, then it's the new moon, then it's the waxing, the waning, whatever. It opens, it closes, it opens. So today, but normally they say that the effects of the new moon, it's like 3 days, like, so it's yesterday, is today, and it's tomorrow. So that's, yes. But anyways, the point that I'm trying to make is that it's not always about external things. Sometimes you must really look within, right? So the message I got today for myself was that, there's a lot of blessings that I have. Really, there's a lot of good things that are happening. Even me being here, it's a good thing. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's a, like, the resources that got me here, like, it's a luxury. Somebody doesn't have like food, for example, but I'm able to just be here, like, but besides that's not the point. The point that I'm trying to make is that, like, there's so many blessings, there's so many good things that are happening, but being here, being in this space where there is no network, it's cold also. Like, when it's cold, because like now things bubble, right? Things that I normally would have suppressed, that I forgot, that happened maybe like in the last decade, right? That were not nice, and maybe I'm still keeping them, or not maybe. If I'm gonna address them today, it's not a maybe, it is I am carrying them subconsciously, right, in my heart, ne? And sometimes you like, it was complaints then, but you have not updated your subconscious mind, you have not updated your heart to say that that's no longer the case, or I no longer see things that way, but that pain is still there. I hope you understand what I mean. Yeah, so the pain is still there, even though your mind is no longer there, right? So that's what my ancestors are saying that I need to address, right? So the things, like, I know them. When I woke up, they were like, "Zzzz," like, you need to address those things. So I did make a fire outside, and then I'm gonna note those things down, ne? I'm gonna do like a ritual for myself, but this one, it's a heart purge, right? And I do have a herb. I brought hyssop, ne? So hyssop is written also in the Bible, but when I was planning this, I was not thinking I was going to use it in the manner that I'm using it, ne? But now I understand like how I'm going to use it, right? So hyssop is one of the herbs in the Bible that are mentioned quite a lot, ne? And Psalms 51, right? Psalms 51. I've been reading this verse a lot last year, ne? That's the new Bible. So the things that I have highlighted are no longer, like, they're not here. Okay, but 51 verse 7, it says, purge me with hyssop and I shall be clean. Wash me and I shall be whiter than snow. Make me hear joy and gladness, that the bones you have broken may rejoice. Hide your face from my sins and blot out my iniquities. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. Do not cast me away from your presence, and do not take your Holy Spirit from me. Restore to me the joy of your salvations, and restore me by your generous spirit. Then I will, okay, so now that is my that's where I'm coming from. I'm gonna use hyssop, right? So remember here they're also speaking about the heart, right? Purging of the heart, right? Purge me with hyssop, ne? So I'm going to use it. I do have it here with me. I do have it. I'm going to use it tomorrow for a river cleanse. It is like you can ingest it, ne? You can ingest it, and because I'm going to purge it out, then yeah, I think that's still fine, ne? So, but the main point, that is a ritual, yes, but the main point is the work that needs to be done, the digging deep, right? The digging is it right? The digging deep, right? That I must do, the honesty that I must do, be with myself, like the times that I felt jealous, the times that I felt hurt, the times that I felt ashamed or guilty, you know. This is the time to address those things, right? I'm gonna write them down on a piece of paper in my journal, and then I'm gonna have another paper that actually I'm gonna burn, right? So that's a symbol of renewing, right? Or that's my symbol of renewing for today, burning away the old that doesn't belong anymore in my heart, okay? And then tomorrow is the cleansing, is the water cleansing. It's gonna be so cold, oh my gosh. Yeah, so it's the water cleansing in the river, like, you know, like just to clear away my aura, right? I'm just alerting my subconscious mind to say, well, it's no longer like that, you know. Things have changed so much. There are things that I really do enjoy, like these kind of things are important. These kind of rituals and purgings are important because so that you can enjoy the presence, né? Like we keep so many things in our heart that we don't see the present moment, né? Like this present moment, without me thinking about the past, without me thinking about the future, it's actually very perfect. And I go about life sometimes just like thinking about other things, and it's nice to be disconnected because I keep really more to, like, yeah, it's just me and my mind. I wish I had actually booked more days, but like I said, this thing needs resources. This thing needs resources, it needs money. So but what I can do, what I have done, especially when it's the first time when you are camping, because you still are collecting things, like the light is bought, the tent is bought, the chair, the everything that comes here, like for me to, like the bed, the inflatable bed, you know, things that make camping possible, they are bought with money. So I could only afford 2 days, and to get here there's petrol, there's toll gates, etc, but I'm able to do what I came here to do, and that is the main important thing. And I know when I go back to the city, yeah, with the buzzing, I wonder if I'm gonna take some of the things that I have learned, like just disconnect. No, when I get back home, there's gonna be Wi-Fi. I'm gonna have like yeah, signal. Like, am I gonna be on the phone again that much? Oh my gosh. Yeah, but anyways, I hope I do better. Like, let me not be on the phone, let me be present. Okay, am I rambling? I have been rambling a lot. So but then I hope you understand what I mean. Okay, I am going to write in my journal, and then I'm going to make a copy. I'm already running a fire. It's ready for me to do what I need to do today. I'm just gonna write down the things that need to be addressed today. Okay, 14 July. I feel like this date reminds me of something, but it's fine. Let's not obsess over that. All right, guys. Anyways, when we talk about another thing that I wanted to speak about is the etiquette. And like, when you do spirituality, safety is very important. Now, safety first before anything else. When you do spiritual things, you don't abandon your common sense, right? So you can see here, it's my altar. Let me do this. All right, let's see if this... Okay, it's my altar here, right? So the only things that I have is my divination tools. Guys, okay, anyways, it's my divination tools. Those are my bones. And then I have crystals, and then I have tarot and oracle cards, right? So now the point that I'm trying to make, let me put these things here. The point that I'm trying to make, those are the only things that I have on my altar. This is my indoor altar, right? The first thing you need to notice is that I don't have a candle in here. Okay, I don't have a candle. I do not burn pepper or incense in this space, right? It's a tent. It is flammable, ne? So that's why I'm saying common sense. You don't do those things. If I want to light a candle, I can go outside. It's my prayer space, right? When I'm not outside, I don't need to use a candle. God can hear me, my ancestors can hear me without a candle. Okay, so where it is too dangerous for you to use those things, you don't use them. And I can always go outside if I want to use a candle, right? So firstly, the guidelines are saying no, you must not use a candle. It is flammable. Secondly, according to the guidelines of the tent, they say that like, let's say I had an enclosed candle, like, you know, one of those ones in a jar. You don't use them, because especially when the door is closed, like when there is no flow of, no, there is a flow of oxygen, but when the doors and the windows are closed, né, so it's limited. So you don't use it, because like they say that a candle uses up oxygen, so you can have a carbon monoxide poisoning because of your candle using up your oxygen, and you might not notice it. Okay, so we read the guidelines as well and the rules, and even when you are here, there's designated places to use a fire. You don't leave things around, you don't litter, you respect. Okay, you respect yourself and you keep yourself safe above everything. There's no Dlozi that is going to save you from a burning tent. Okay, there is no Dlozi that is going to save you from drowning. So you must make sure when you are in a river, you can see the bottom of a river. Okay, you don't go where it's too deep for you. You do look at the current. Is it strong? Like, you know, you make informed decisions when you do these kind of things. It's not at the end of the world if you cannot participate. They like find other ways, but spirit can hear you. Yeah, like most of these things really, they are for ourselves and for our okay, let me retract that statement. Let me retract it, because yeah, no, it's, but what I'm saying is that you don't need to force situations if you cannot if it's not the right thing to do, if it's unsafe, if it doesn't make sense at all. Okay, spirit is not going to punish you for not doing things in a particular manner. It doesn't work that way. Okay, and keep it simple. All right, Thokozani, let me write down the things that I need to write down, and then I'm gonna get to the fire, and then I'm gonna take a shower, and then I'm gonna call it a night. Yo, it's cold, guys. I think the important thing about winter, and that's why these kind of things are important, is because it's cold. And the tent, guys, when you are in the tent, like, this tent doesn't like, when the weather fluctuates, it fluctuates. When it's hot, it gets hot. When it's cold, it gets icy cold, right? So now I'm saying that, like, it's the perfect time for me to be doing this, because I'm just like, it's so cold. Because now, like, that uncomfortableness, like, helps you also to bubble all those uncomfortable things, like all those complaints that you've been having, like, at least they're now able to bubble to the top. Unlike when you are comfortable, you've got a heater, you know, like hormonati, like you can suppress things. But now it's like, oh my gosh, it's icy cold. Not that I like, when I sleep, when I'm in the blankets, it's like, that's my warmth. But as soon as I'm like, take off the blanket, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so cold. Like yesterday, I was supposed to wake up at 12 a.m. 12 a.m. to pray. I was like, no. Like, I can't. But today I'm gonna do it. Today I'm more prepared. Yeah, today I'm gonna have my jacket like nearby. Yeah, because like yesterday it was in the car, so I was just like, not today. I'll catch up with the prayers like in the morning. But today I really need to, because this is the last day. Yeah, it's a purge. So I need to attend to myself. Thokozani, guys.